Greetings, my lovely Taurus people. Greetings to you, Taurus. We're here today to do a love and relationship reading for all of my Taurus. Taurus, if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate your presence here. And for those of you returning Taurus, thank you for joining me once again. Bringing your energy back my way and joining here for this reading, which I can feel very strongly is full of important messages. All right, Taurus, this is a general reading. What that means is, while I do believe the messages will be resonating for you, perhaps your story is not being told today. And if you find that that is the case, do not panic, Taurus. That is simply a very good reason for you to hit the subscribe button and mash that notification bell so that when your message is told in a day or two, you'll be the first to know that it's been posted. All right? All right, Taurus, let's get some messages on the board. Spirit, let's get some messages on the board for my lovely Taurus people, for their love and relationships. If we have any warnings, Spirit, we ask for those as well. All right. All right, let's get these messages out on the board for Taurus. Excuse me for bumping the camera there. All right, first message, Taurus, comes by way of Fern, and I meant to mention here, we'll be doing some oracle cards for messages, and then I'll be clarifying the oracle messages with the tarot. Okay, so first message comes by way of Fern. Our next message comes by way of Drought. And that's followed by the Shift. Powerful messages, Taurus. All right, Taurus. With Fern, this message talks about, it really talks about a lot of lower vibrational energies and perhaps the fact that you have been dealing with people in your everyday world that are kind of stuck in their lower energy. So for those of you who understand and know the chakras, that would be your lower chakra energies. And you being more of an enlightened soul, Taurus, is what comes through as well with this Fern card. And so having to actually slow down and lower your energy, or having your energy lowered as a result of dealing with someone who is dealing at a lower vibration, has had a great effect on you. Perhaps many of you have been involved in situations that you now understand, or perhaps understood from the beginning, are sexually based, right? So friends with benefits, or you have come to find that this person is using you in a sexual manner while not investing emotion, love, those types of building energies with you. And it talks about how you're feeling, in a sense, a certain amount of darkness as a result of this, a certain amount of sadness. You're feeling stuck to some degree, and you may not see the way out or the road out, or that there is even a path out for you. So it's kind of like being stuck in mud, right? And being in a mud pit and trying to get through to the other side. It's taking a lot of strength and energy, and it feels as if it's wearing you out or wearing you down. With this message of the Drought card, this is speaking about the fact that there is support for you. There is help for you. The universe actually does have your back. Even if you're not really feeling it because of this hardship type energy that the Drought card also points to, right? Um, this is also letting me know that many of you feel a lot of despair around the connections that you're in right now. And this card really is a call for you not to give up hope and not to be afraid to ask for help for what you're going through emotionally, right? And it's also asking you to look past any feelings of victimhood that you may be feeling at this time, all right? And I'm feeling like this overwhelming sense of wanting to cry, which tells me that many of you may have been spending many of your nights crying and emotionally caught up in your feelings in regards to this connection. This the next message of the shift. Well, the title of the card says a lot, right? Um, it's really talking, it's like a crossroads type of energy, to be honest. And those of you magical practitioners who may understand the energy of the crossroads and may understand how to work with the energy of the crossroads, that may be something that you want to take a look at this time. But this really overall is talking about you're ready to move into something bigger, something deeper, something stronger in regards to love and relationship. And you're making a transition, even if it doesn't feel like much is happening at this time. But this is also you needing to check in with yourself and understand what it is that you actually require to make you happy in a relationship and not being afraid to ask for that, right? You need to review the options that you have in your current connection and decide if this is something that you can actually continue with without hurting yourself further. A lot of you might have a lot of mixed up feelings of anxiousness and vulnerability. So it really is important that you get in touch with your guides, with your angels, with those spirits that are around you that protect you and provide you with information through intuitive insight. And more than anything, the shift is about knowing that a change is taking place and that the period or the space of transition that you currently occupy, although it may feel very painful, it's a temporary phase, it's a temporary transition on to something that will show you a clear path ahead. So don't give up hope. That's really what these oracles are all pointing to. Don't give up hope, because what you're feeling now is not a feeling that you're going to remain stuck in and that you should not remain stuck in. But you do need to do your part as far as self-examination and looking at what it is that you need, because in order to create it, in order to draw it, you need to know what it is. You need to have a very firm understanding of what it is. So let's get some tarot on the board so that we can further clarify these messages, Taurus, and know how we're being called to move forward and what is around us, really, that we can take advantage of. All right, Spirit, let's get some tarot messages here on the board. And while I wait for Spirit to give me the signal to stop shuffling, this is an excellent time for you to go ahead and click the subscribe button and mash that notification bell. Okay, let's get these tarot out on the board. All right, Taurus. Our first tarot card is the Five of Cups, and it is clarifying this message brought through by the Fern. And again, Five of Cups in the reverse is very much pointing you towards to release the anxiousness and the despair. there is a new direction here coming up for you, and you are going to have to rise up out of these lower vibrational energies of anxiousness, loneliness, sadness, heartbreak in order to move forward. You've got to leave the low vibrations with the low vibrational people, and you've got to step into your wonderful spiritual self and access these upper chakras, these more spiritual energies within you. Breath work is coming up here. So if you know anything about breath work, breathing type meditations, that would be especially helpful for many of you at this time. But soon, what this is telling me is you'll have even more reason that you'll be walking away from despair, because things will be changing for you in a very happy way. Okay? This message of drought is being clarified by the Two of Swords in the reverse. And again, it's hammering in on that message of knowing what it is that you require to be happy and having that clearly in mind so that you can manifest it. This confusion is going to pass with this Two of Swords in the reverse. You will no longer feel blocked from what it is that you desire, which is a wonderful thing. It's a powerful thing. And this is very hopeful as a message coming through, especially for those of you who feel stuck in an energy at this time of heartbreak. This shift card being clarified by the Queen of Cups is talking about, the Queen of Cups is a very intuitive queen. So whether you are male or female does not matter. This is the energy of the Queen of Cups, and she knows how to actually use her intuition to draw forth the information and the insight she needs. And this is showing me that many of you are looking away from intuition. You're blocking out those messages, and that's going to be a very important factor moving forward in your love life, that you be connected to those intuitive messages coming through. Let's get my clarifying deck in spirit. I'm going to ask you in particular for information here for my Taurus on what is coming towards them, what is going to change around them about their current connections, and how they can best be positioning themselves other than the messages that you have currently given us. Okay. For some of you, what I'm seeing is in your current connections, those of you who are currently connected and involved with someone that you wish to continue with, this person is going to be entering into the state of the Hanged Man, which means there may be silence between you that continues for some time. However, this person is having an awakening of their own. Basically, Spirit is sitting their ass down, and Spirit is going to show them through very specific lessons what it is that is and makes you their most suitable partner, Taurus. They're going to see your value like they have not seen it thus far, because I feel as though many of you are involved with individuals who do not see your value. They see your value as a sexual being, but they do not see your value and your beauty as a person and what you have to offer, and how a life with you can be something that puts them as well on a higher path, right? So Spirit is going to sit their ass all the way down. So if you are currently in a state of separation from this person, that's actually kind of good news, because, hear me out, Taurus, that means those lessons have begun. For those of you who are still in communication with this person, this is saying that this period of no communication may be coming up for you. So don't panic when it does, because it is an indication of Spirit sitting this person down. Okay? Give me a moment. There's something else here. Yeah, so for those of you who may not be involved at all at this time with someone and you are hopeful of finding someone new, there is going to be a period where it does not appear as though that's happening for you. There are several someone news out here, someone new times several. And spirit is working in the background right now during this period where everything seems to be down and quiet and nothing's happening. Spirit's working to line that all up for you. What I am hearing very clearly for you is that one of the things you need to do is dust yourself off and get back out and start to be seen and get into activities that have you going to new places, and there you will be able to actually run into a person and probably a few people of interest that you'll catch their eye and they'll catch your eye, and you will be able, it's like you'll be in a situation where you may end up having a couple of people that you'll need to make a choice between. Okay, another reason why spirit is cautioning you very strongly: know exactly what it is that you desire and what it is that you will stand for and what you won't stand for, because as this starts to happen, when this hanged man energy is released and these people start to come in, things will be happening more quickly and you will be making decisions on the spot, on the fly. That's exciting. My goodness. This message here is being clarified by the by justice. I'm sorry. So I'm looking at the card image and I needed to be looking at the number here. I apologize there, Taurus. So with justice, this is talking about this person who has you feeling, for many of you, that you're in this drought. You're in a drought of love, a drought of affection, a drought of intimacy. And it's talking about the fact that, again, spirit's going to sit this person down because karma is very much a key part of this justice card. They are going to run into some situations that are going to, basically, what goes around comes around. They're going to run into some situations in which they will be done by others the way that they have been doing you, and then they're going to see the error of their ways. And actually, what spirit is saying is their lessons are oh so much more harsh than the one, their karma is going to be more harsh than actually what they hit you with. So they're going to get their ass kicked, basically, by the divine, because this person is coming across as being a really stubborn energy, a really prideful energy. So their lesson and the fact that they're not listening and the fact that they're not doing the right thing, their lesson's going to be particularly hard. They're going, like I said, to get their ass kicked. And then tables will turn. This message is being clarified by the Six of Cups in the reverse. So when all of this is said and done, when this spiritual ass kicking happens, and it may take a little time before this person actually completes that cycle, you, in the meantime, even those of you who are wishing to reconnect with someone, you're kind of going to be in this energy here that I talked about for those of you Taurus who aren't connected to someone, looking for someone. You're going to start to be approached by new people, because you're doing the work on yourself. You're lifting yourself up. You're seeing, hey, I'm Taurus and I'm more evolved than this, and I know exactly what I want, and I'm doing the work of, really channeling into those higher vibrational energies within me, not the lower vibrational energies that I'm currently stuck in. So at the end of the day, you as well will have a choice to make, because when this person comes back around with some sense, acting like they know something, you may not even want them with the Six of Cups in the reverse. That old thing might not even be what you desire anymore. Again, don't let that scare you, Taurus, because, you know, it'll be available should you decide to take this person up on their next offer towards you when they really are acting right. You'll have a choice here. Is it going to be towards the new people surrounding you, or a new person who's come into your energy, or is it actually going to be going back to this old person? And a lot of you, I feel, you're going to have a change of heart. You're not going to go back to that old person, because you will have found someone new. In fact, you will have probably found a new tribe altogether. Okay? So, in the end, what it's showing up and looking like is, yeah, the choice is going to be yours. And if you want the old person, you can step back into that and it'll be available to you. And they will have learned something, because Spirit is not going to release them back into your direction until they have learned their lesson. Okay, so you will have a solid choice between at least two to make. One being the old person and then someone new. And by then, you know, if they want to keep being stubborn and this lesson takes longer than, like, if they want to belabor this lesson, you may find yourself having a good time and being very fulfilled where you are. But the choice will be yours. And trust me, Taurus, for those of them that have done the worst, been, just done too much, when you make that choice against them towards the new person, that's going to be the final nail in the karma coffin for them, as far as that's going to kick their ass even further. Interesting messages, Taurus. I'm excited for you. Let's get to building towards what it is you want here. Some of you may, in fact, need to listen to this message again in order to fully pull out the action steps for what you need to do. But either way, Taurus, I wish you the best. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you the best. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Taurus. And I'll see you in the next message.